All right, guys. Welcome, YouTube. I have time. I don't connect. Sorry, I've been very busy working with, client packs, working with the store, doing a bunch of things. But finally, we're back. We're back. So, what I got for today? I'm gonna be working with these Makita battery packs. So basically, that this is client packs that they send me to be upgraded to. They are right now factory 5 amps hour, 18 volts packs. I'm gonna be upgrading this with what I got, JP30s, JP30s. So it's gonna be at the end. It's gonna be 6 amps hour, but with JP30, that's high power. That's gonna be cool, very cool. So I'm gonna be by as soon as I disconnect this, the BMS is gonna be locked. So we need to work with this to fix that. Okay, I have already here boss bars ready. These boss bars are made in copper. So I'm gonna be using this as a boss bars. Well, the first step is clean these boss bars. Um, Kind of boring, but it is what it is. We need to do it. Let's clean. When I say clean, is remove the part that I don't need from the copper from the laser. See, to make these holes. I haven't done that part yet, so sorry about that. That I have to do it now. This can be a long video, and I cannot read the comments yet because my iPad is right now charging. So, and I forget. You know what? I forget here. Remove these little holes, this one and that one. There we go. That one is okay. I may need only one set for the moment. So let me see who is online. I'm not reading the chat yet because I have in my face the cell phone. Guys, I have time. I don't connect. Sorry about that. There we go. Now these ones are the main ones I'm gonna be using, and I'm gonna show you guys how to open those Makitas because those Makitas they have a security um, like a security, not a security screw. They have something to protect one of the screws um, to block that from be opening. It's for identify when someone opened the pack. I'm gonna show you to block your warranty. Basically, is what it is. And but we're gonna make it better. And they're actually working. These packs are actually working. They're not bad. They're made with let's see, I believe these packs are made, if I'm not mistaken, with Samsung 25 hours. Okay, this is almost ready. Now let me show you the process. Open these packs. What I'm talking about is, let's see, one of them, see here, probably you can see it. You see that we have hex screws here, here. I should bring a light. Let me bring a light here so we can see better. Give me 1 second. You know what? I don't know where I put it. I guess my wife took it to use for her videos, so I don't have the light. Let me make sure I have the chat here, guys. Give me 1 second. Top chats, super chat, live chat. There we go. Now I guess I can see you guys. So anyway, these Makita packs, they have. Let me do it now. See here, I can remove the screws. One. You know what? My iPad just came up. Let me open the channel so I can read the comments. Give me 1 second. YouTube, here is. And yep, perfect. Awesome. Now I can see the chats, guys. Let me just take out the audio here. And now I can see you guys. Okay. So let me take out the rest here. Yeah, there we go. That's the Fords. And I put access image. No, I don't want to do that now. Oh, thank you. Device account. I don't want to do that now. And let me see if I can see the chats. Let me do test here, test, and send that. Okay, so it's working. Yep, it's working. So now to remove the difficult one, which is the one that have the basically what they have. Exactly, that's what I'm gonna do. That wood screw. What I do is I use my Dremel. See this? I have this small Dremel, and I punch a small hole first in the same center. Let's see if I can do it here. There we go. Now I have the hole. Now I use, where is my, I got it here. See, the wood screw, put it right there. Let me get that screwdriver. Probably you do the same thing that I'm doing. Come on. See, and now with pliers, I move it side by side. It's not coming out. It should come out. Let me try that again. Come on. Maybe making more force. You know what? It doesn't want to come off. That's weird. I cannot see very well here. This used to work very well. Maybe it was just a little bit, maybe. Come on. You know how many I open in the same way without problem? And now that I'm in life, it's giving me problems. In the same way I open a bunch already. It's coming out. Come on. It's always when you're live, you know? Come on. Dude, come on. There we go. Now come off. I got it. See, this is the secure thing that they use to protect the pack. That's come off. Now I can use this to open the pack. Believe me, it used to be easier than that. I don't know why it gave me so much hard time. Anyway, put it back. Let me try to organize again. We open the pack just like that. We have to secure this and this. What I do, I put it together here and I put it here. And this just come up from here, just like this. Let me get the flat head just a little bit. This is too thin. Let me get that bigger one. Yep, this one probably. I don't want to make a hole in the cells. Just a little bit. It's the pull. This come off easy. Especially these corners like this. Come on. There we go. Be careful in this corner. You don't want to destroy the display, which is here. See? So the next step is gonna be removing. We need to remove. That's the BMS pretty much, all right? As soon as I disconnect this is gonna stop working. Right now it's still working. It's a very tiny hole. See? So basically this is the positive, positive side, which is B. Let me see if I can zoom here. Before I disconnect, that's the B plus. This is the B minus. See, negative side. So Makita use these two fuse to protect. Actually, it's this one. I believe it's this one is the fuse. See, 30 amps fuse we have here, passing between all that. And I want to show you something. Now that it's still activated, where is my voltmeter? Here it is. Let's check the cell, how they are. To read the cells correctly, I pull out this out of here. All right. Now we have access to the cells. Because this is still activated, let me put this here. We right now must to have between here and here. I don't know if this is fully charged. Well, we have 20 volts. It's because this BMS is activated, right? Once we disconnect the cells, let me see how it's doing these cells. We have 4 volts. This one between here and here, 4 volts between here and here, 4 volts between here and here, 4 more volts and between here and here, 4 and 4. Actually, it's pretty well balanced, this pack. That's not bad. Yep, it's balanced. This pack is completely healthy. If you see what we are looking for, more power. So I'm gonna be replacing this with copper and all that good stuff. Now, first step is gonna be removing these screws from here. These screws, they hold the BMS. Let me zoom it out so you guys can see it better. It's only 2 screws, here and here. All right. And then let's secure the screws. And now the next step is gonna be fun. We need to remove the welds, see? How we do that? Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, soldering iron, this and this, but I have a little toy, which is my hacker. Here, let me take out what I don't need from here to work clean. I have my hacker, which is this desoldering item, pretty much. Let me take it out. We use this here. Let me connect that to the power. And you're gonna like this tool. Some people don't know what it is. So basically, it's a desoldering item. This is gonna heat up just like a soldering item, but I can suck the weld very quickly with this. You're gonna see how that works. I love it. You're gonna see now. And just giving a chance until heat up a little bit. And I need this. I'm gonna be working with one hand because I have the camera in my face. Let me see if I can make this so you guys can see nicely. So I start with the small ones like this. Look at how cool is this. I just touch it, wait until go, and look at how clean leave the welds. Next one, touch it a little bit. Oops, that was a boo-boo that I did. Touch it a little bit. And look at how cool. That's a boo-boo online. Let me touch a little bit. And that's completely nice. And it's in the air. One more. Completely clean. Look at that. I don't have to use the desoldering. So now the corners, look at how easy is this. I'm gonna get a screwdriver ready, not this one, probably the smallest one, to put it under here to pull out this. So I touch here, just wait, wait, wait. And now I pull up, up, up. Come on. There we go. Now I clean the. Let me wait until it cool down. The beauty is that is leave everything clean, clean, ready. Same with the other side. Touch just one corner. Put this one under. Wait, 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 and pull. And that easy is out. Now I clean this. See how this is? Touch one corner. Look at how clean leave it. That easy. So I don't have to kill myself cleaning with, it's just ready to go like a brand new piece. So that's like cheating, I know. It's expensive. This tool costs some money. I don't know. Check it out. This is the model. If someone is interested, it's made in the USA. Well, everything is made in China, but probably assembled in the USA. Let me see what it says. It's made in Japan, but it's an American company who sell this, and they call made in USA, but it's Japan. Japan is good. So, man, this is a game changer. Look at how easy I did that, and the board is ready to use. Okay, the BMS now. The only thing I don't like, look at how I'm supposed to put this now to hold it. I put it here in the side. Wait until it cool down. And now the fun part, like that nobody, have a solution for this. This is just pull everything out. We need to be careful doing this. And as I mentioned, this is Samsung's 25 hours cells. That's what Makita is using. Hey, perfect cells. These cells, I don't think there is anything wrong with them other than the client want more power and more capacity. And that's what we're going to do. Just a little bit here. We really don't need to take out everything. I just do it to keep it clean. So say this and this. Now this side. This is the most boring and difficult part of the process, and that we need to be careful exactly for that. But again, this cells is not gonna be used. I don't care too much. And I'm doing this live, so the positive side is the most critical, that we need to be careful doing this to prevent that from shorting. There we go. We have one out. We have two out. This is gonna come off as soon as but let me take out the whole thing from here. So negative side is easier. We need to just be careful. Don't touch the other side. And don't cut myself. Come on. Don't want to destroy this part and put it back in place. We need to reuse that. But again, that's the positive. We need to be very careful. There we go. Now we can take that out. Negative is the easiest, and I'm so close to this side. I have to be careful to don't short the cell. Again, this cell can be used again. They look like in good conditions. At least they're well balanced. So there we go. Now that I'm here, let me take out this side. Well, let me go step by step. This one should come off already. One push here, probably. And no, it's gonna come off from this side, apparently. There we go. We're almost there. We're almost there. This is here. We need to take out this from here because we need to use this, okay? Come on. There we go. These one are now easier. Have somebody talking to me. All right, we have the cells out. Let's put down in a secure place. I have a place where I'm putting these cells, so off camera. Let me put it all together where it's here. There we go. Now we have this and this. Let me trash all this. We don't want our leftovers. Let me trash this. All right. Where is my Fantic vacuum? It should be here. Where I put it? That's another boo-boo here. Ah, there is. Sorry. I don't like to have all right. Now another boarding part. We need to put the rings. Let me find the rings where I have them. Good Lord, where they are. Sorry for the bloopers. Where I put them? Okay, here is. And let me bring the sails. are here. We need how many? 10 JP30s. Okay. 4, 5, no, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let me put the pack here. All right. BMS, let me put it in the corner. We need the rings. I like always check voltage before put it together. They should be good. All right. These JP30s are LT version, which means they're Ampace JP30, but they don't have the Ampace. Well, technically Ampace wrap is covered. Let me see if we can see it. Let me see if we can see it. What I'm talking about. Under they erase. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe in some of the see they erase the Ampace information and they put this barcode. In some of the cells we can see it. Let me see if I can find one that you can see it. See some of the cells that I get, you can see it clear. Maybe here. See, we can see here like fading. Let me see if we can see the Ampace part. Maybe this one not. Let me see another one. There is. Look at this. Look at this. We see the QR code. See the QR code there? Look at that. It's a Ampace. See it? Ampace. Ampace. It tells you the milliamps hour. It's a code there. But you can see it, what I'm talking about. See, that's a Ampace. You are gonna see in less than 2 weeks, I'm gonna have the Ampace, and you're gonna see that match everything. See, there are Ampace, there's JP30s, just that they erase everything, or they try, because in see it, we can see the Ampace part, and on top of that QR code. That's what I'm telling you guys. It's the same JP30s, but cheaper. So let's check the voltage. Let's see how I do this with the camera here at the same time. Let's see, we got 3.477, 3.477, 3.475, 3.478, 3.477, 3.478, 3.477, 3.473, 3.478, all of them 3.47. Let me put this again, 77. See, there's pretty consistent, good cells, same voltage. And let's put now the rings. Let me put all of them looking to the same side. Let me see the can you link me this thing for the desoldering tool? Sorry, I now I'm reading. Yes, you can get it in Amazon. In Amazon, you can get that tool. or there's a bunch of places. It's a American seller. I'm gonna get it and post it here in the live later, so you can check it out later. So if you wanna buy it, it's I'm gonna post it. Very good tool, buddy. Be ready. It costs like $300 something, but it worth every penny. I mean, you see how easy and clean I leave that. I don't have to invest money in the the copper braid that you have to buy to desolder, and it's a lot of headache. I mean, that tool is just easy, and the tool have a filter that I just change and clean, and that's it. Easy peasy. So very straightforward. I have to do these 2 packs by tomorrow because I want to ship that to the client. I already have a few more packs that I did for the client. I don't want to say names in case he don't want to be, in public. He sent me like I don't remember how many packs he sent me, like 9. So this one is the last 2 ones. Okay, I got that ready. Let me put this back and organize. So next time we are good. All right. Remember, I removed this. I don't know what position. How I know the position? Easy. You put the BMS, is going here, and then you see where the positive or negative is. In this case, this is my positive, so I start in positive here. Take out the BMS. Now I know I have to start in positive to this side. Positive, positive, negative, negative, positive, positive, negative, negative, positive, and positive. All right, and I put it like this. I'm gonna start with the positive, just like this. So now, which one is the bus bar from the positive? I present again the BMS. I put this here, right? Now we know this is the positive side. Let me see. Yeah, positive side is gonna be here, and then you use the logic. Let me bring the 2 corners. Is one is this, and the other one is not that one. Not that one. This one. All right, because I print this, I guess it's this one in this position. Yep, that's the one that goes there. But I know I need to bend this part like this. I bend that. So my first step, instead to start welding here, the spot welding, I start soldering this to the BMS. Is easier for me. So this goes from the bottom to here. Now, it doesn't go in. The trick I do, see, after, actually, I'm gonna go a little bit more aggressive like this. And then with my, where is my pliers? I should have everything here together. Ah, here it is. That's the one that I like. In here, to make sure it goes in, I cut just a little bit from the corners. Just a little bit. And make sure that that piece doesn't fall in any important place. So I put it in the side. That should be enough, but I like to cut just a little bit from the other side, like this. See, just a little tiny bit, because you don't want to remove opacity. So now I just put it like this. See, and it went all the way in, and I bent to the inside. So I keep it like this. Present the BMS here. bend it down to give the correct position to the cells. See, like this. And now I just weld that. How I do it? I love to use my soldering iron. This is the Frenzy. Let me grab this here. Let me grab this here. And I need a USB cable. And I'm using one for the iPad, so let me bring the other one here. Yeah, this soldering item, it's USB-C, and that's plenty power. Just click once, wait until heat up. Just wait a little bit more. There we go. And now I clean this. And let's weld that first. I cannot see the comment. There we go. See, I want to make sure it's all the way in. There we go. Very simple. Do this, clean that first to remove any oxidation, and then we just touch one little corner and that's it. Same thing in the other side, little bit, just a little bit, because we have plenty already. Beautiful. That's it. That's simple. All right. Shut it off. Put it back on. And I go to the next one. Now the next ones are the one that are like four, like these ones. Just like that. This goes. Let me make sure it's in place. Let's go here like this. So we need to bend this to the inside, just like that. Put it in here. And I am without my glasses. Is out. I like to take the screwdriver and put it on there to push it forward. There we go. Bend it a little bit. I'm not looking to be pending on the camera. Let me see. Yeah, it's fine. Same thing. Let me turn on now the iron. Let me wait until the iron is ready. That's good. Clean the iron again and weld just a little bit. Can we see it in the camera? Yeah. I hold it with the hand. And that's it. That's it. You know what? I'm not gonna shut it off because the next one is gonna be quick. Let me get another one of this. I need to clean it out. It doesn't look. It look ugly, but it's good. This looked like this because there was a little bit excess of heat when I did this. Yep, sir. That's gonna be another nice one. and I'm gonna show how I unlock the BMS because it's gonna be locked now. So this one goes right here, just like that in here. So we need to bend this again. By the way, I cut this with the laser that make it way easier. See, and then I go here from under. You see how clean the hackle works? It clean everything nicely. Okay, I have the solder iron ready to go. Let's weld this quickly. And I am without my glasses. That's it. There we go. Now I disconnect this. I wanna wait until cool down. All right. Now, here's the important part. Remember, this is gonna be a live connection. Let me start by this one. Bending here to make sure it fits like factory. See how cool? Same with the other one. Is see bending here. And now they sit just like factory. Now, I'm not gonna spot weld down. I wanna do the other side first, but to protect this, to avoid, because remember they are loose completely. I use tape to keep it in place before proceed. Let me get tape. Um, and actually, I don't like this tape, but it's what I have handy now. Because the problem with this tape is it works. See, in that way, the bus bar doesn't move, and I tape it here to keep it in place temporarily until I do this. Now I'm gonna work this side, okay? Same thing. I'm gonna work first the square bus bars. I need to clean it. Oops. God. I hope I don't shut off the chat. Give me 1 second. I need to fix the phone. There we go. There we go. All right, let's clean this quickly. Center, center, center. This is left over from the laser. I should clean this before start the video, the live. But, buddy, I've been very busy these days. Very, very busy. Being able, and not being able even to sleep well. And I have family that came this week. Give me 1 second. We need to clean this. All right. And this one goes here. Let's bend this. Like I mentioned, I had family that came here. We spent really nice time together. And, but I really miss do the lives. And you guys deserve that. Let's go. Let me connect the item again. But I'm gonna be more active. I promise I'm gonna be more active. Let me see who's here. BF Racing. Hey buddy, how are you, man? Yep, another beast. We're doing another beast. I forget to turn it on. This is the Ferncy HS01. I like more the HS02. I have that coming as well. This one is what? This one is 70 watts. I bought the other one already. It's coming. It's 100 watts. The other one is more powerful than this. I mean, this one does the job. If you notice, I mean, it's not that it's not bad, but I like it more. Sometime when I touch the copper, you're gonna see that it's like, I don't know. I feel I need more, a little bit more power, but it's not bad. You're gonna see now. That's it. All right, let me get the other one ready. I hope this one, yeah, this one is clean. It's gonna be faster. Okay, this one goes like that as well. There we go. Now let's weld that quickly. Trying to do my best with the camera so you guys can see this nicely. Let me clean this first. And now let's go here. That's it. And now the most delicate one, which is the positive or negative. I don't remember this one. Negative side. This goes like this. Oops. This goes like this here. Yep. I forget that I have the iron on. So this one is just lift a little bit. Come on. Maybe I have to cut it too. Maybe not. I have the cell phone in my face, so it's difficult to work like that. But no, I don't have to. Perfect. So I bend it to the outside just like that. Perfect. And now let's weld that. Working the camera, sorry. I clean the iron. See, this side is when I say I may need a little bit, just a little bit more power, and I like to extend to here, and that's it. There we go. Look at how clean those welding are, and thanks to this brand is good as well as Kester. I like those two brands. We finished already with the soldering item. So let me put the cap to don't burn myself, and that's it. That's it. As simple as that. And now I just turn to this side. Let me make sure the cells are in place. Bent. Same thing with the next one. Bent. I know the cells are all over the place for the moment. Until I bent all this, see? And now it's ready to start spot welding. All right, let's start spot welding, the fun part. I'm gonna make some space here. And you know what? I want to try. I guess I can get this done with the small welder. Let's try this just for fun. With this really small welder. This is my $100 welder. So I plug this here to charge the capacitor. I should do this before. And I have already pre-cut this. That's the one I'm gonna be using. Let me clean it out until that capacitor charge. Let me make sure they're clean. They are not clean. But at the same time, I gain time for the capacitor to charge. And when I say clean, it's clean this, you know. Come on. One. I need 10 of them clean. This is clean. 2, 3, that's clean. 4. I don't know if this welder is gonna be able to do this. I'm gonna really crank it up to see if we can do this. If not, I switch to the P60F that I have here ready to go. And I have the 120, but the 120 is just so large. And I don't have too much space here. So it's gonna be this one or the 60F. The capacitor is ready to go, all right? Let's try this, okay? Look at this. This one is the A width. That's buddy. This is stainless steel. That's why I'm going with this welder because I believe we can do it with this stainless steel 0.1 with nickel with the copper. This is 15. All right. So I'm gonna turn it on and crank it a lot. Okay. I'm gonna put it in gear and then go all the way to, you know what, I'm going to 95. Yep, let me see. I have 0.3. Let me put a little bit more timing, 0.5. Maybe 0.7. Yep, to have 2 shots. 10 milliseconds. Let me see, the preheat is 0.10. Perfect. I guess we're ready. Now, check it out this base, guys. How cool is this? I make this base. I'm making even one more fit because this one have like 4 millimeter space here. I'm correcting that, but look at the base. It fit perfectly. Even I make this, remember, this one is wider than the other one, and I match the base already for that. See, one wider than the other one, so they go perfectly here, perfectly in here, just like that. So, and you keep it like this, just like that. All right. Now let's see this. I'm gonna try to weld this. I don't know if it's gonna work. I haven't tried yet. This part is delicate. I'm gonna try to look as more as I can here. You know what? This one look ugly. Let me take it out. Trying to record as best as I can for you guys. I use this to centralize, just like this. And this is supposed to be in automatic. So one here and one here. Let's see if that works. Ooh. It looks like Let me make sure that capacitor charge all the way. Nice. I guess that's pretty deep. I'm gonna do the test, the pulling test now. Oh yeah. Guys, look at this. That's really cool. Look at that welds. Look at that welds. And I don't want to damage this, but it's I pull it already from here. Is strong. Anyway, I know the welds. Guys, this is the $100 welder. This is a really nice video. This is the $100 welder. Yes, it's in 95%, but it's doing the job. So you don't have to break the bank necessarily, if you use the correct gear. I'm using, of course, I'm using stainless steel that help a lot. Yep, buddy, stainless steel make a lot of difference, and the $100 welder is doing it. Look at this. One here. Let me centralize this nicely, and look at that. Look at how deep. Yes, I need to take my space, my time, to give time to the capacitor to recharge, because this is the cheap welder. It's not that it's bad. Look at how he's doing the job. It's just that I want to have enough power. Remember, I'm using 95% of the power right now. So it need the time. See, look at that. That was cool. That's really cool. But you can do the job with even the cheapest welder. A-width are best. Look at how he's doing copper. Yes, you need to use stainless steel. I'm not using flux. Not using flux. There we go. Give the time to recharge. Again, it's the cheapest welder. And it's recharging, remember, by USB. Look at this. Give time. They're getting warm, the cables, I can tell you. So let me show you what I'm talking about recharge. You see the battery in the center? You want to make sure that go all the way up before keep going. It's almost there. Just wait. Because otherwise, we're not going to have is ready. Consistent welds, okay? And again, I mean, normally if you work continuously, I mean, yes, it's slowing me down, but I want to show you how this is getting done with this welder. When you have a stronger welder, you can keep going, no problem. There we go. So you can keep going, no problem. But this one, we need to take the time. Again, it's $100 welder. It's not the fastest welder, but it's getting the job done. I mean, I know many welders that cannot do this, that cost way more than this. Like, and I'm gonna say, for example, Glitter 801 D cannot do this, and it costs $150. Wait, there we go. Next one, let me check the back. Yeah, we still have capacity. That's good. See, I feel a little bit weaker. Now we need to wait a little bit more. Just wait a little bit more. It's charging. Let me wait for that to charge. Buddy, let me show you. This is 0.15. While this charge, I'm gonna show that answers your question. This is not zero point 0.1, believe me. It's 0.15. Okay, it's 0. That's what I'm using. Look at the copper. This is a little bit over 0.15 copper. It's not the thinnest. And this is stainless steel 0.15, I guess, too. Yep, 0.15 stainless steel. It's not either 0.1, so it's making 0.3 in total. You know, this little baby. One more weld. It's impressive, buddy, for $100 welder. That's honestly, this is the perfect welder for a beginner. Perfect. When I say perfect, it cannot be more perfect. We need to push hard. There we go. Bro, look at those welds. Tell me that is not perfect. Perfect. Next one. Again, we need to take the time to give the chance until recharge. But look at this. I mean, it's recharge while I'm getting everything ready. That's more than acceptable. Okay. I'm taking my time too. I mean, remember, I ain't. Oh, I'm sorry. I ain't recording. I mean, without the camera in my face, I'm gonna be very fast. Believe me. And having the P60F or having my P120, I can go blah 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 very quickly, very quickly, very quickly. But again, I'm recording and I have a slow welder. You know what? That doesn't look good. Let me put it nicely. Make sure it's straight. Look beautiful. Yes. Now we're talking. Nice. Look at that. Check the battery. Yep. We can keep going one more. Okay, now I need to wait for recharge. Exactly. This baby have the exact same power of a key weld in high power. Believe it or not. Well, people that have key weld, they can say yes or no. They can confirm that because the key weld cannot do zero point 0.2. So this one is doing 0.15, exactly what the key weld does. Buddy, how much? $99. Of course, with the tax, maybe if you're in Florida and the shipping is gonna go all the way to 110, something like that. But buddy, you cannot wait for more. Okay, is it ready? Look at that. Look at how clean are those welds. Tell me that's not beautiful welds. They are not weak. Believe me, they are not weak. Look at how deep they are from this welder. And that's the, buddy, this is the, well, I cannot say the weakest A width because they are not weak. But if this welder does that, imagine the other ones. Imagine the other ones. I mean, it's just. positive. Let me wait until the charge again. Nice. Now I need to wait. You can do it with one charge in high power. Remember, we are 95%. See, I need to wait until that recharge. In 95%, welding twice, I discharge the capacitors, so we need to wait until charge. But it doesn't take that long either. I mean, again. I mean, this is the perfect welder. This is the perfect welder. And approved, not sharp, hotspot burning. I mean, this is the perfect welder for do a job every, I don't know if you do once a month or stuff like that. Look at it because as you notice, I have to take my time waiting for the welder. But if you are doing only this once every, you don't have to. I mean, unless that you are going with copper 0.2 or you want something. Honestly, completely honest, I don't recommend this welder to do these kind of jobs just because I have to use the welder in all the power. I'm not even all the power. I'm 95%, almost all the power, of course, but it's not all the power. And I have to force the welder to work high. This is a job for a welder like the P20B or even the P30C. I mean that actually is overkill for the P30C. But P20B is a perfect, or even the UF20. The UF20, believe me or not, is as powerful as this welder is 10.2 kilowatts. The UF20 is 10.5, and it costs almost $50 more. This welder, I mean, for the price, is just a beast, honestly. See, now I need to wait to recharge. But I really want to do this job with this welder to show you how capable it is. I mean, I'm not talking. I mean, and again, I have better welders. You know that, guys. Let's see. That's all I do with my key weld. Nope. Like, how nice and round are the probe, not sharp. Yep. Look at this. The beauty of this, I'm going to have everything we need in stock for replacement. So I'm not going to leave you hanging. If anybody buy one of these welders, I'm gonna hook you up. I mean, I'm gonna have everything in stock. Look at this, guys. You tell me. We're going slowly because the welder is slow, but we are getting the job done. That's what I want to show. If you cannot afford the expensive one, I mean, hey, don't worry. The small one can do the job as well. Slowly, take your time, but it can be done. See. Again, don't expect copper 0.2. Maybe with flux we can do it. I have no doubt that with flux maybe we can stick it. Maybe. And remember, this is stainless steel. Stainless steel boosts the power. That's no joke. It's not pure nickel. It's stainless steel, and it's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine using stainless steel. Sometimes I even like it more than nickel because one, it does a better job, and two, it doesn't create corrosion. For P60, buddy, for do the same thing that I'm doing now with the P60F, and actually I have one here. We can try it to show you. Probably I have to go with a gear maybe 15, maybe less. Let me wait until that charge is done. There we go. That's it. Look at this. Very solid again. Now the last one in this side. You guys want me to switch to the P60F to see the difference? Or you want me keep going and finish the battery with this? You guys tell me. I can switch quickly. That will don't bother me because I can go faster. Just let me know if you want it. If not, I finish this with this welder. Yep. I mean, again, it's a beast. The P60F is a beast. Let me make sure this is clean. Sorry, I'm not looking very well in the. There we go. Try to make sure I'm recording everything nicely. But, buddy, look at this. I can go one more. Wow. That was a nice spark. Yeah. I need to wait until charge. Yeah, Milwaukee battery. I have to do one. Milwaukee battery probably tomorrow. Come on. It's still charging. I want to make sure it's. I need the power. I need the power. That's why I need to wait until charge. I have zero point 0.2 copper. Yeah, for zero point 0.2, we need the other welder. Okay? There we go. One more. One more. And we have this side done. Look at how cool is this. Look at how cool it looks like factory. Look at that. One more. One more. Let me clean the nickel. Guys, let me know if you want me to switch the welders. There we go. What he says, get cheap cells at battery hookup for the price of 15 cents, and the setting is loosely and write down setting. Yeah, I have batteries, I mean, that I can use. I'm waiting until this fully charged. It's still charging. Okay, it's done now. We still have to push down hard. Let's wait until recharge. Still charging. Still charging. See? That's when we appreciate other welders, faster. There we go. I know it's painful. Let's switch welders. Let's switch to my P60F, okay? Now I go the other side. But before that, I'm gonna switch the welder. I'm gonna give a break to this baby. So in that way you can see different welders. Let's change to the P60F, all right? Disconnect this. Look at how cool is this. One here, and I have the base. I'm gonna have these bases for sale, guys. All right, P60F. And let me connect the P60F to the power. I got it here. It was here somewhere. There it is. That's gonna be quick. P60F. Is if you see it's charging, and I'm gonna use. Let's see what. Look at that. I'm in 900. Last time I was welding copper 0.4 with this beast. I'm gonna put this. Let me keep it in 0 here. 0. Probably I'm gonna start in 10. In 10, just in case, to see how behave, okay? Probably I have to crank a little bit more. Maybe not. Just for the fun. Okay. And now let me show you why I hate this freaking tape. This tape sometimes it even bite the rings, the insulation rings, and take out part of the insulation. But mostly it's because it's, see the insulation. Let me see if I can. It's because it's gonna leave like ugly marks in the copper. Like, see what it does in the copper? That's why I don't like it too much to use it. But it is what it is. Okay, halfway only to make sure I don't touch anything. See, I don't like that. So let me clean that out. That can affect the welding. That's too much tape. That's impurity. That's contamination. That tape. So yeah, and I'm gonna use that again. You can use Captain tape. That was laziness from my side, guys. Laziness. It's because I had that, next to me. So you don't want this. It look ugly, and it's not good. See, all sticky that side. That's on me. I know. There we go. Much better. Let me bend that. Make sure it's good. Let me read the comments. E-Bike Pack, Salvage Green, Murata, 18650s. Why is your position in some of the welds in the empty copper slit? Okay, that's a good question. Let me explain you. I should explain this before I start, okay? It's because there are tapless cells, okay? In the tapless, you want to weld the positive, obviously, everything in the center. The negative, you don't want to go in the center, and you want to go in the outside because you don't want to weld in the center. Tapless, you cannot weld in the center. I mean, you need to go in the outsides. That's why. Regular cells, you really don't care. But tapless, all the tapless is like that, okay? That's a good question, and I should explain that. Yep. Yeah, this is copper with stainless steel on top. And now I'm using the P60F. Let's see if I dial in 10. Let me see how many seconds. 1.6 seconds. See, this one is wider. Let's see 1 point in number 10 we can do this. Year 10. Let me crank it to 20. 20. Oh, sorry, I'm not in the frame. I'm gonna put it in 20. Let's put it 30. One more. 30. Two shots. Pointing. Yeah. I always start low just in case. There we go. That's a good number. 30. And because this welder is a beast, I don't have to wait. See? Let me take out the tape. Stupid tape. All right. Point 15 by point 15 millimeters. You can, whatever you want. I mean, you can go higher if you want. There is. See the beauty of this, I don't have to wait at all. Just go here. Just go here. One. You know what? I'm gonna go even one more number. 40. There we go. This was ugly, sorry. Yep, 40. 040 I'm using here when the other one was all the way crank. So 040 for point 15 in this battery. Remember the battery make difference. Like point 15 wide and strip and higher ampacity. Yep, you can do it. It's just the top one I don't care. It's more the bottom side. So, and to be honest, I like even to make boss part bigger than that. But I just was matching the factory ones. You know, to keep this very nicely and clean. I was just matching the factory one. There we go. Buddy, I'm not sure if I welding correctly because I'm more pending on the camera than pending on what I'm doing. That's why I'm not doing the best job here. I just want to make sure you guys enjoy the content. Let me get more. By the way, to show you what I do, I cut a bunch of pre-cut in the laser, see? This, so it's easier for me to work with later. Like now, see? This one is ugly. I'm gonna skip that one. This one is perfect. Negative side, and I use this to put it in the same center of the slit. See, nicely in the same center there. Then this one goes in the outside rings. One, two, three. That sticky part. Let me clean that again. What do you say? You suggest this strip for another commenter? What do you mean? I remember I'm not English native speaker. Maybe some terms I uh, don't get all the terms. There we go. Cool. This one is ready. Let me make sure it's clean. Okay. There. In the center of the slit. There we go. Let me get to the next one. Make sure it's centralized. Early, a guy was asking to use for his spot welder. Yeah, I'm using now the P60F because I have somebody asking the settings, so I switch to the P60F. And you know the funny part? You know the funny part? It's not charging. Give me 1 second. I guess I have not. Buddy, let me show you something. All this time, I has been welding with the charge this capacitor have in the capacitor. Look at this. It was disconnected. I just realized it. But the capacitor are big enough to have ampacity for all this time being welding. I've been welding with the welder disconnected. Now it's connected. Look how amazing is this welder. Now it's welding. Now it's charging. So I've been working with the capacitor. Now I have to probably put it a little bit down instead to 40. Let me put it in 30 because now it's gonna push hard. Maybe 30, maybe less. I will see. Look at that. It's still charging. There we go. It's almost ready. Yes, without being connected, without being all this time, all this weld has been with what the welder have in the in the capacitor. Now it's gonna shoot hard. I know that. I should go even lower than this, but I will see what it does in 30 connected. I should put it down to be honest, but I will see. I will see. Now it's gonna have some juice. So I will see. Just for curiosity, what is the difference with 30 with all the juice? It's already charged. It's quick. I guess it's gonna make it pretty deep. Let me hold this hard. There we go. Yep. You know what? I can leave it like well. Let me put it back in 40. 40. Look at this. There we go. Look at that. Now I like it. I have to finish this one. You heard the fan? Every time welds, it turn on the fan. Let me clean this nickel steel. Man, normally I will have already two batteries ready. It's just, doing this for you guys with calm to be able to record everything and, forget about the lead. I have to go by the center of the battery, which is here. In this case, there we go. There we go. Quickly. See, that's the difference between the cheaper welder and an expensive one. You can keep going. Look at it. It's not doing anything. I mean, I can go even way higher with a heavier copper and keep going all day like that. No problem. The cables are not hot. It's just perfect. Imagine the P90C or the P120. They're just insane. Just insane. That's it. Now the last ones. And we are almost ready. Guys, I'm trying to record and do the job at the same time. It's not easy, believe me. There we go. We're almost done. That's it. We finished the battery. Now I'm gonna show you what's happened with this battery, okay? Let me take out the welder from here. All right, let's see what we got here. Zero volts. I cannot see, sorry. That's the positive side. So between here and here, we must to have like 17 volts. 17, right? Because remember, we are in 3.5 volts. It's not fully charged. So we go from the first one to here, we have to have 3.7, which I like to test from here. 3.7. Then we go to the next one. 3.7, 3.4, next one. 3.4, next one. 3.4, next one, 3.4. So, but look at this. When we check between here and here, we have only, what, 13 right now? Which we are not getting the maximum. It's gonna go down actually because the battery is not, is right now in lock mode. So, what I do, we need to unlock the battery. How we do that? Well, normally I like to put first the sides. I'm not gonna do it now because I have to cut the captain and the fish tape. I'm gonna put here in the laser. That's gonna take time. So, but I wanna unlock this battery. So, um, I have to put the cover to unlock the battery. Let me see if I can do this quickly. Because the reason is because this goes like this. See, if I push here, it's not supposed to be doing anything. Yep, it's locked. Even when I have to take it out again, I'm gonna put it here temporarily. Come on. There we go. See, if I press here, I should not have a light. Let me make sure it's all the way in. There we go. All the way in. I should have no lights. See? Because the BMS is locked in safe mode. Now, let me put the cap on top. Like I'm going to close the battery, but I'm not gonna close it. Oh, wait. I should put the BMS screws. I can do that now. Let me put the BMS screws. I should do it before I was starting spot welding. All right. Now, where is this? This goes here. This goes here like this. I hold it with my hand here and present that here. Just close it. That's temporarily. Well, you know what? I'm gonna put two screws just in case. It's because I have to put it upside down. I'm gonna put only two screws temporarily. All right, good. Now, how I unlock the BMS? I will tell you what I have here. This look like a charger, but it's modified. I open this and I put an Arduino Nano board that I modify to be able to hack the BMS. But because normally I have to put pins in here and all that, it's very difficult. So I decide to put it, I bought a charger, I remove the charger part, and I connect the Arduino in the pins that I need exactly here. So I don't have to pass a hard time just connecting this like this here. And now it's ready to program. Instead to a charger cable or power cable, I have a USB that now I need to plug this to my computer and run a program that I unlock the battery. So let me see if I can do that now while we talk here. Sorry, I have a mess in my computer. So I have the store open. Sorry for the mess. Let me connect this to here. This goes here. Give me 1 second. Exactly. So let me open the software that I have it in here somewhere. Here, here, OB, and here. And then I need to connect to the COM port 12 somewhere here. Where is the 12 here? So it's not connecting. Is something wrong here? Give me 1 second. I may be connecting to the wrong thing. Oh yeah, it was loose. Okay, the cable was loose in my computer. Now I should have COM port 12 somewhere. Maybe I have to close and open. Yeah, I have to close and open this. $12. There it is. Now I just connect. Here is gonna say connected. Read the battery. It's gonna say that it's gonna be in lock mode only. I'm gonna clear codes. Read again. It's gonna read wrongly the voltage. It's a bug in the software. And that's it. Now I go clear, disconnect, clear, close, and now it should do the magic. Let's see if it's true or not. We should have light now. Maybe. Yep. The battery is discharged. Remember. But it's working now. Let me put this back here. Before, if you remember, was not responding. It was not responding. So now it's responding. See? And now I open the battery again. Where is here? Difference now? I'm gonna have full voltage here now. Let me show you. Now I'm gonna have the full 17 volts here. You see it? 17. Now the battery is on lock. Now I can use this battery. So with the factory BMS, this is the factory BMS. Otherwise, many people, they eliminate this BMS and they put another BMS. But the problem with the other BMSs is that they are not as strong as the factory. And if you put this cell in a chainsaw or something like that, it doesn't work. I mean, it works, but it cut. It may cut. So I'm gonna remove the battery again just to put the the tapes in the sides, and then put it back and put it in charging. So, but I can. I can use a charger. I have a Makita charger. Let's use a Makita charger. Let me find the Makita charger. Give me 1 second. Where is my charger? All right. just for the fun, I'm gonna test this battery with the Makita tool. Let me connect this. There we go. I'm gonna put it back, the battery in the case, okay? To be able to do this. Sorry, the back and forward. I changed my mind because I want to show you this with the tool. So I know it's not safe to do it without this. There we go. All right. So the battery is ready. As I mentioned, it's low, but I'm gonna test this first with the tool. I have this tool is I have the 2 amps hour factory battery. I haven't modified this. And this is the new battery. It's discharged, but it should have even more torque. These cells discharge. Look at the power, man. I feel it. Even discharge it. So all I have to do is put it here. And let's see if we have any error with the charger. By this time, if the battery have any problem, is the charger starts screaming. And this is the factory Makita charger. And look at that. It's just accepted like it's working perfectly. So look at that. Now it's charging. So we're having shave. Buddy, and that's it. Now what I'm gonna do, it's I'm gonna cut fish tape in the laser because I have a template that I can put it beautiful, perfectly next to the battery, and it's gonna look very beautiful. So if you don't have a laser, you can cut it manually, or you can put back the factory tapes that are these ones. It's perfectly fine. You may need to add a little bit of glue, and it's perfectly fine. But I mean, I can cut Captain and in the laser and put it nicely, and it's gonna be perfect. So and look at the. I don't know if in the video you feel how it's turning that drill with more torque, just with the JP30s. It make a big difference, believe me. Even this charge is big, make a big difference. Imagine fully charged. It make a big difference in the cells. And now that pack is not a 5 amps hour anymore. It's 6 amps hour. Remember, we have 2 cells in series and 5 cells in series, and we have 2 in parallel, because every JP30 it's 3 amps hour. 2 in parallel is become 6 amps hour. So now we cannot call it 5 amps hour anymore. It's gonna be a 6 amps hour pack. So, and simple as that. Let me check the comment, guys. That's what he says. One battery info. Yeah, open battery info. Yeah, that was when I was with the programmer. You can hear the drill motor using with the. Absolutely, it's a big difference, man. It's a big difference. Imagine when it's fully charged in 19 volts. I mean, actually, it fully charged is 20.5 volts with the Makita charger. If we charge it manually, we can go safely to 21 volts. Makita keep it in 20.5. I guess it's for protect the battery for longevity in case they are not balanced. So another modification that I like to do sometimes is install balance leads. I mean, like the hobby batteries, like hobby lipos. You know that you have the balancing cable, so I can do that in that pack as well, and then like make somewhere a hole and put that outside. In fact, I start doing it in one of the packs. I was going to do that. So in that way, you can charge with the regular charger, and then you can balance if you want with the with my external balancers, which I like it more. They are more precise, and you can see from outside exactly how are doing the batteries. I'm not concerned about that. That they're brand new cells. You maybe after a year you want to take a look if they are balancing correctly. I mean, but that's it. It's not big deal. You see how easy you open the pack. And by the way, to open these packs, they are not regular torques. They are secure torque. I don't know if you can see that. You see the hole that have in the center? Those screws, they have that. Let me even zoom more so you can see what I'm talking about. They call it secure torque. See, like Apple does the same thing in their iPhones and devices. So the screw have like a that pin that doesn't allow to put that regular torque. So you need this drill specifically to open Makita. Makita is same as Ryobi. I mean, Makita, they like to lock the BMSs, protect the BMSs. They call it protect, but honestly, it's excessive because you exactly T. That's the name T10s. Thank you, Jimmy. T10s. As I mentioned, Makita like to lock the BMSs, and they lock, believe me, for any reason. I mean, so they force you. Yes, the tools are cheaper, but they want to sell you that tools. Same with Ryobi does the same thing. And then they lock the BMSs. Your battery says, "No, we have the higher technology." Blah blah blah. We lock your battery, and guess what? You have to buy a brand new battery now. Yep, they call it like that, security. But guess what? This is easy to fix. Easy to fix. You see what I did, how I upgrade that. How about if you don't have the programmer that I built to unlock the BMS, you will end up buying. Let me show you what you have to do in those cases. Um, if you don't have a way to unlock that factory BMS, which I love it, the BMS is really good, then you have to go in Amazon, for example, and search for. Oh, come on, I clicked the wrong thing here. Search for Makita 18 volts BMS. And then you have to buy one of these ones. See, they are not that expensive, $9. See, $9. Or one of these ones. Um, I like more this one, $14. See, and that BMS is not the factory one, not the factory, but you can swap out the full BMS with this one, and then it's not gonna be locked anymore. You remember that I mentioned the BMS, the factory BMS, have a fuse. Look at that, what they use, this kind of fuse, and they change other things. I mean, in the BMS, they use a bunch of MOSFET and stuff like that. Um, exactly. So, but sadly, if you don't have an Arduino board and you don't know how to build one of this that I did, then you are gonna end up buying one of these BMSs and then drop it in the battery, and then you can use your battery. And this one is the good one. Believe me, if someone does it, they're gonna put the cheapest one. This one. That's what they are gonna use. Put you the cheapest one, and the problem is with those cheap BMSs is the tool is gonna work. It's gonna work, and we even with the JP30 it's gonna work. The problem is when you have to put a very heavy load, like a circular saw, that they produce a lot of current. When you start working with that, guess what? It's gonna cut the power, and then you're gonna get pissed. You're gonna say, that stupid JP30s are junk. No, it's not the JP30s. It's the cheap BMS. What is junk? That cannot keep up with the current. And I don't know if probably BF Racing, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, nothing better than that factory BMS. To unlock that, I wish I'm gonna do something for my. This is for my subscribers. I mean, my members. The second level membership, I'm gonna make a video teaching you how to build that. I mean, and the steps and how you have to program the Nano Arduino and everything that you have to do. It's gonna be the second tier. Yes, yes, OEM is the best. It's gonna be a kind of long video. I'm gonna show you what you need to buy, how to modify, because this is very heavy modify. I mean that board, you need to buy resistors just to give you a very quick. Where I got them? Sorry. Maybe I don't have that here to show you guys. But anyway, in the next video, I'm gonna do it. This is all. What an idiot I am. Sorry. Thank you. I pressed the button. So the battery is working. So I'm gonna wait until fully charged. Then I'm gonna open the pack again because I want to put the sides covers to protect the battery, and that's it. Close the battery, and it's ready to go. So as probably I maybe you guys missed the part that I was saying that I'm gonna make a video to teach guys how to build that programmer for the Makita batteries, but it's gonna be for the members of the channel in the second layer, not the bottom one, but the second. The second is the one that I guess the cheapest one is what, $3 monthly. The next one is the supporter layers. I can't remember, to be honest, but for that level, it's gonna be the video or the higher level. I mean, so you can do it. So I'm gonna teach step by step everything that you need to know to build that. I'm looking for where is I have a trying to find the where I have the Arduinos and my resistors and everything. Anyway, I'm gonna do it later for those guys, and you can build your own programmer just like I did with mine. And if we go in the extras, I mean, you can do it outside, or you can order a charger like I did. The charger cost me $24 to be destroyed, basically, because all I need is the case to put the Arduino, to show you what pin you need to weld, everything that you need to do, and you can do it just like me, very easy. Now, if I do a Makita, it's just put the Makita there, connect that to the computer, run the software like I just show you, and that's it. So you can use your factory BMS for you, for your clients, I mean, or whatever. All right, guys, I'm super hungry. I guess that was a nice video. I show you how to build a Makita battery from scratch. With the hassles, removing the secure thing that never failed with me, and for the video, I mean, so tomorrow I'm gonna be connected again. M18, that's piece of cake, buddy. Yes, I have my aim. Let me show you mine. Where is mine? Oh, look at what I get. This toy just came out in the market. How much? Like 1 month ago? Very, very powerful with an M18 battery. So it have a light. You can change the speed. Milwaukee, baby, red team. So, and I have that one, and I have as well, I get this one too. That is new too. This is the heat gun. Milwaukee as well. Maybe it's gonna leave you a little bit disappointed because it's not as powerful as you hope, but it does perfectly the job that I need. That is for working with the heat shrink and to remove labels from boxes and stuff like that. It does the job. It's better than I have the big boy, this one, Milwaukee as well. This one is a very beast. But the problem is because I have the cable, is sometimes it's a hassle, you know. And actually, my 3D printer just finished. I was printing a new case for, this is ABS, still hot. Let's see. That one is the case for the KF10 with the correction. Let me see if it works now that we are here. The problem is that this one, you have a gap here. You see the gap? It's like 4mm gap. Now, that one should fit perfectly. Let me take out this from here. Sorry, I'm with one hand only. Let's see. There we go. Ah, nice. Perfect. This one, this is the final template. See? You say A width. I've been working with this case. Look at this. The holes. They match this one is this thin one and the other one have a bottom. So I make it in purpose like that. So it goes there perfectly. So FYI, this one, I'm gonna be selling these ones in $15. This one for the small one, I'm gonna have this one in $21. That's the one for the P60F, P50B, P30. And this one is the one that's gonna be in $31. Yep, this one is the P60F. See, that's my personal P50X. So I can change this for DIY 500. I can change this with your name or your store name, and you let me know, and I change this. I just like the A width, and I even can change the colors. Where can I buy? I'm gonna put it in the website. If you're interested right now, I would create that right now. I mean, quickly as after the video, just give me 10 minutes. I'm gonna put it as an item. I'm not gonna put the description. Maybe one picture quickly, so it's gonna be very rushy, so you can buy it. And I can sell you that one. I may have another one print already. Yes, I have another. See, I have that one. I have this one ready to go. So I can sell you one of these. If you want it in another color, if you want, I mean, ABS, I have ABS white. Let me see. I have red, I have white, I have green, I have yellow, I have other colors. You just let me know if you want it in black. I keep it in. I like it black and that white. But some people ask for red with the letters in white, which looks nice too. Or if any color you want, just let me know what color you want it, and then I have to print it and ship it. So it takes 5 hours. Depend. Yeah, that one takes like 5 hours printing. The biggest one, this one is more expensive. This one is gonna be 31 because these take almost the full roll. Almost the full roll of the. This one is huge. I mean, this one is huge. And I take this one take like 14 hours printing. My printer busy for 14 hours. I'm printing ABS. If you guys doesn't know, that one require a lot of heat. So it burn electricity printing ABS. But I make it ABS, so I can make it in PLA. But I don't like the fact that, for example, the big welders, yeah, the one in the P120 and that is ABS again. The problem is that this welder they can produce some heat, and the heat in PLA, believe me, the heat can bend. Maybe not. I mean, but just in case, I just use ABS. I mean, ABS is the best material. Even for the cell holders, I use ABS. And yeah, it's more difficult to. I mean, with all my printers, that one cannot print ABS. I can't. I mean, I can, but it's not consistent. I use this one more for PG, PLA. This one can print anything. This is a beast, but I have limited space, if you notice, so I cannot do things that are huge like this one. And I have the brand new printer. I haven't opened it yet. That beast. That's the Solve '08 500 by 500 by 500. I had no chance to open that printer yet. So I have to take out my other printer that I have here. By the way, is on sale. I'm selling this one. This one is 420 by 420 by 500. I'm selling this printer because I'm gonna put here, maybe not here, the other printer is huge, the Solve. I don't want to put it here because if I put it together, it's gonna take all the space and it's not gonna fit by this door. Believe me, it doesn't fit. So I'm gonna put it in other place. So I probably am gonna move this one inside that room and then put the Solve here. It's 500, it's huge, the printer. Or maybe I'm gonna put it in my other storage. I have now two storage, by the way. I have to show you that in another video. I have the one downstairs here, plus another one that I rent. Is full of items and stuff like that. So guys, remember I still have 50 PLs. Mine are good grades. I mean, the one that I'm selling, I have, you name it, RS50. I have Samsung 50S. I have back coming. And I have coming a new cell. I'm not going to say it yet. Many people know which is the cell until I have the cell here. It's probably less than 2 weeks it's going to be here. A new cell, a good surprise. And again, hey, thank you for your support. I'm going to take it now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel or to the membership, subscribe. I'm going to put nice videos, good information, and you're supporting the store and supporting what I do. So I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that is supporting the store. DIY500amp.com is the store. The Facebook group DIY500 is the Facebook group. And we have a Discord channel now. We have a Discord server. I probably going to stick it in this video so you can join the Discord. We're talking there. We're sharing a bunch of things because remember, Facebook remove the chat. So we set up the Discord. It's very fun. It's much better, I mean, than any other chat. So that's going to be cool. Hey, thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. And I see you later. I'm gonna shave. Sorry, by tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments what else you want to see. I have to put together a Makita. Actually, no, a Makita. DeWalt. Yes, I have to put a DeWalt together, and I have to put this M18 as well. Forge M18 together as well. And that one, I'm gonna put it with RS50 cells. That's gonna be nice, RS50s. And for the people waiting for the JP30s, I'm out pretty much. The only one that I have left, it's I have to use it for the client, but I have more coming in less than 2 weeks. I have, and the one that are coming are not LTs, are original JP30s, Ampace. However, it's gonna be more expensive because they're Ampace original. So that's the bad part. I can't find any more the LTs. Nobody has, and I've been waiting like 2 months asking and asking. Nobody has it. As soon as they are available, I'm gonna buy it again. They are great sales and much cheaper, more affordable than the Ampace. They are Ampace. Just you know what I'm talking about. Original Ampace. Tomorrow I'm gonna be talking about the deal with the 50 PL that much he was talking about. There is a legit, and I agree with him with the problems that the people are having with many of those, including me. I have to reject a bunch of cells that EV mix up good cells with bad, no bad cells, B grade cells, and I've been rejecting cells and I'm keeping only the good ones, and that's what I'm selling. Okay. All right. We talk to you guys tomorrow, and thank you for support the channel. Okay. Thank you. Have a good one. Good night.